In this episode, spring arrives and we mount all the bits and pieces. We make bulwarks, stems and hatches. And finally, we make BareBare ready for her first launch. Hi, my name is Anna and this is my husband Leif Erik. He came up with this idea to build a simple catamaran, put it in a container and send it from ice-cold Norway to Tahiti in the middle of the Pacific Ocean. This way we could start sailing in paradise. I said, what a crazy idea. Let's do it. This is the adventure of building and sailing BareBare.
It's gonna be alright.
Spring finally arrived. The sun was shining from a blue sky, the temperature was rising, the ice was melting, and we felt our limbs and even our souls were slowly getting warmer. No wonder we were all smiling. Next to us, the small traditional boats was also getting their winter habits off and new layers of linen, seed oil and tar on. The smell of summer to come. The museum area of Bygdøy contains not only the big ship Fram, which Amundsen used on his South Pole expedition, but also the famous ship Gjøa from his Northwest Passage expedition. And next to these two museums, the Norwegian Maritime Museum and the Kon-Tiki Museum. And further up the street, the Viking Ship Museum. Our little tribe have all sailed different types of traditional boats for ages. Since we were going to ship our Tiki 38 in a container, we had to make some modifications. We had to build her flush-decked to fit the 40 feet high cube container. We now started working on the stem post. To make the stem fit the container, we made the stem post separate. This way we could assemble it with a bolt to the hulls later. We also mounted the fitting that was to hold the aft beam. The aft beam is lashed to this fitting. We had decided to make bulwarks for our Wharram, and it certainly felt safer, but also practical as it would stop objects from rolling overboard. And last and not least, we thought it looked very nice on our flush-decked version of the Tiki 38. We made the bulwarks out of oak, a rather hard and resistant type of wood, and when varnished, it also looked very beautiful. During the winter, we had made all the hatches, partly covered in epoxy cloth and painted in the lovely turquoise color.
It's gonna be alright. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be alright. I feel it in my heart. You're gonna find your way.
We had found a little plastic parrot floating in the sea and had named him Norwegian Blue. And Norwegian Blue quickly became our mascot. And we put him in the container in Norway, and later when opening the container in Tahiti, he greeted us with a little chirp, or at least I heard the chirp. We had lots of small and big tasks that needed to be done. We mounted the motor bracket, and we lashed the rudders. We painted the bottom with anti-fouling. And slowly, BareBare was getting ready to be launched.
And open up your hand. It's gonna be alright. I feel it in my
Thank you for watching this video. I put out new videos every second Friday, and Fridays in between I put out a short story of the building part. If you like what you see, subscribe and hit the buttons, and it's free. And if you want to support me, check out Patron, PayPal or Coffee. And patrons get the videos earlier, and they also get some extra material. And beside that, I have started making mugs for each episode. Check them out and please start collecting. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask. And you will find all links in the description below. Massive thanks to everyone who supports this project. It makes a huge difference.